Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Percy Robinson, your certified diabetic, and I want to talk to you guys about diabetes. Some of you may have it. Some of you may know someone that you love have it. So, if you don't mind, if this video is valuable to you, drop a share, maybe drop a like. I'm gonna break down just a few things about my story. Talk to you about the importance of taking care of your diabetes, knowing the signs. So I'm just gonna start off. I'm just gonna start off with my story. So in September of 2017, I was working at a delivery job in Oakland, and I had just got a little promotion or whatever. Blah. Anyways, so I started feeling like these cramps in my legs, and I was throwing up, and I had the sweats really bad. I was sweating really bad, and my vision was really blurry at the time. And I told my boss at the time, I'm like, hey, I'm really not feeling well, but what I'll do is, I know we're kind of shorthanded. I'll finish out my shift and then I'll take myself to the emergency room. I didn't really think it was a big deal at the time. I thought it was flu symptoms or something else. I didn't think it was something that serious. So after my shift, I got in my car and I was gonna drive myself to the emergency room. So if anyone that's from California, it was from Oakland to Vacaville. So it's a good, I would say, 50 minutes of driving. So as I'm driving, my vision's really blurred. It's not really blurred, but I can see like a difference in my vision, and I constantly have to stop at gas stations to use the bathroom because I was peeing so much and I was drinking so much water because I was so thirsty. But I didn't want to get out of the car because I could barely walk. So as I'm driving, I'm driving and I get to my exit, and something told me, because I was just gonna be like, you know what, me being the stubborn male that I am, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sleep it off, and maybe tomorrow I'll feel a lot better. But I smelt this scent, and it smelt like my dad, you know, and I was like, what the heck? And then I was like, you know what, maybe I should take myself to the hospital. Something just told me to not go home and just go directly to the emergency room. So I went to the emergency room and I talked to the nurse, and me being who I am, I'm joking around, laughing, you know, flirting with the nurses, of course, guilty. That's what I do. But anyways, they I tell them my symptoms, and they immediately rush me up to the ICU. And I'm like, ICU, is it that serious? And the nurse was like, yeah, it's really that serious. So they take my blood and, take samples, and I'm not going to get through all the details, but I'm laying, they give me a bed inside the ICU, and they put an insulin drip on me. So, so I'm laying in the bed and I'm just on my phone. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't post it on Facebook. I didn't have say prayers for me, anything like that, because I'm kind of like a private person when it comes to stuff like that. So I didn't even tell my family because I didn't really think it was that serious. So I'm sitting in the bed, and the nurse comes in and she starts talking to me, and she was, and I'm talking to her, and I'm like, you know what, I was really just gonna go home and just sleep it off because I really just think, it was just a flu. And she was like, oh, it's a little worse than the flu, and she gave me this little giggle, and she's like, you are a diabetic. And I'm like, what? I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, you have type 2 diabetes, and your blood sugar was at 650 when you got admitted. And at the time, I was almost 300 pounds. So imagine someone that's 5'10" and 300 pounds, and that's who I was. So I'm like, holy, you know. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to the nurse, and and asking her a whole bunch of questions because I didn't know anything about diabetes. You know what I mean? I didn't read up on diabetes. I didn't know what caused it, et cetera, et cetera. I just knew that I had diabetes because I was told. So I was in there for 5 days. Um, I talked to my doctor, and he's like, Mr. Robinson. I was like, please call me Percy because I don't want to feel like an old man. And he was like, you're going to be on insulin for the rest of your life. And my eyes got like, I was like, I got to shoot a needle in my belly? Are you kidding me? Nah, I'm good. He's like, yeah, you're going to be on insulin for the rest of your life, to control your diabetes. And I'm like, oh man, this is not good. I was like, this is not good at all. But shout out to one of the nurses. At night, she was like my night nurse, and she would always check up on me and stuff. And we would have all these nice long conversations just about life in general. You know, she was such a great woman. And if I could find her, I would like to thank her. You know, but she was like, you don't have to be on insulin for the rest of your life. She's like, if you don't listen to anything I say, I want you to hear me on this. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. She's like, you can live a normal life. You don't have to be on medication. All you have to do, hear me out, all you have to do is eat right and exercise. And you don't have to take medication. She didn't tell me to go on any special kind of diet or anything like that. Nothing against any of these fast acting diets or anyone who's on it. But she said, you just eat right and exercise, and you'll be fine, and you'll live a normal life. And I'm living a normal life. I mean, I feel stronger than ever. I have the energy of a teenager. And I say that to say this. The reason why I'm so passionate about this disease and helping others with this disease is because my father passed away from this disease. And had I known now back then, I believe I could have saved his life. So I'm on a mission to try to help anyone who wants to be helped. And I want to save their lives. Because you don't have to be on medication. You don't have to take metformin. You don't have to take insulin. You don't have to do that. Because it's all about eating the right foods and putting the right foods in your body. That's it. It's that simple. And that goes for anyone that doesn't even have a disease. It's putting the right foods in your body and exercising. America, we have the biggest obesity rate. Are you kidding me? Obesity rate because of the foods we put in our body. It's just sad, man. And I really want to be that person to change the world. I know that sounds kind of cliche and stupid, but I really want to be that guy to change the world because there's so many people you probably know or people you don't know that's suffering with these chronic illnesses. And all they needed was that information, the information to help cure or to help manage their disease. Sitting in that hospital bed, I sat there and I plotted this whole situation that's happening right now. I manifested this information, this situation that I'm in right now. I told myself, I'm like, whatever I find out, I'm going to share to the world. Hence, that's why I started Certified Diabetes. And that's why I started Food Magic. Because I want people to live that healthy lifestyle. I want them to be there for their kids. I want them to be able to show their kids that this is the right way to eat. So generations past us can be like, okay, this is the right way to eat. We don't need to put all this shit. I'm sorry. We don't need to put all this stuff in our bodies. So what I'm going to be doing is I am starting a cooking channel on YouTube. It's going to be under Certified Diabetes. And Every week, I'm going to break down how to make, healthy meals for yourself and your family. I would appreciate the support. If you don't support it, it's all good. We could still be friends. But I really want to get that word out there. I really want to help people out. So, damn, it's already 10 minutes. But, anyways, I love y'all. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you on the other side.